Imagine closing your eyes and, instead of simply switching off, feeling your mind lift free from your body and take flight on a silent journey through inner landscapes as vivid as anything you experience when awake. You enter a vast hallway whose walls are made of memories. The scent of fresh cake baking in your grandmother's kitchen, the bright note of a distant laugh, the echo of a life-changing conversation. At the end of that corridor, you come upon doors painted with archetypal symbols inspired by Plato's allegory of the cave. Because, as he argued, we usually see only shadows of reality, but in sleep, our consciousness breaks free of those chains and perceives pure forms of itself. Opening the first door, you step into an ethereal garden where flowers glow in unheard-of hues, each petal vibrating with emotions buried deep in your soul. Next, you find yourself in a hall lined with infinite mirrors, your reflection multiplying into versions of yourself you've never lived. The artist who painted canvases of light, the explorer who crossed starry deserts, the sage who whispered secrets into the wind. Every reflection sends a message about paths not taken and dormant potentials. As you drift above floating mountains and rivers of memory, time itself seems to dissolve. Seconds stretch into eternities, and hours collapse into a single breath. In that moment, you realize sleep is not merely a biological reset, but a portal to inner dimensions where symbols and feelings intertwine, inviting you to awaken to hidden facets of yourself. In this dream state, time bends like a curved mirror, creating endless reflections of entwined moments. You feel each instant extend in waves that echo for centuries, while other moments compress into barely perceptible pulses. Crossing a vast, open-roofed hall, the floor cracks open with luminescent fissures, revealing a chasm of recollections rising like shimmering vapors. Each wisp carries fragments of emotion, joy, nostalgia, fear, and elation mingling in patterns that dance before your eyes. You glide over the void without falling, as if gravity were merely a suggestion forgotten by the rules of this inner universe. Further on, you encounter a floating forest whose trunks are strands of condensed light and whose canopies hum silent musical notes. Touching one translucent leaf awakens buried memories. The muffled sound of a violin in a distant concert, the sweet taste of a childhood dream, the shiver sparked by a flash of pure inspiration. The trees whisper secrets in forgotten tongues, and with every step you trigger resonances that ripple across the vast expanse of your subconscious. Soon you reach a river suspended in mid-air, its waters reflecting not the sky, but the deepest questions of your soul. On its banks, polished stones bear inscriptions of arcane symbols that seem to pulse with their own intentions. As you study them, you sense they hold universal meanings accessible only to hearts that truly listen. The river's current carries your thoughts along winding routes, revealing landscapes that shift as your focus moves from one detail to the next. Next comes a misty bridge connecting two fragmented peaks. On one side, the summit of desire and ambition. On the other, the valley of introspection and serenity. Crossing it, you feel the winds of both extremes enveloping you, bringing a delicate harmony between drive and reflection. Beneath the cliffs lie caverns echoing with past voices, murmuring lessons you may have ignored in your waking life. Floating between these realms, you understand that sleep not only rebuilds the body, but refines the wisdom hidden at the core of the mind. Crossing that bridge, you enter a grand hall of ethereal statues, each embodying an aspect of your psyche. There's courage, holding a blazing torch, sparking determination. Doubt, seated upon a fog-shrouded throne, questioning every step. Passion, dancing atop subtle flames, igniting your will. Serenity, lifting a crystal chalice, offering the relief of acceptance. As you circle these sculptures, you realize each relief tells a story. A dream cut short, a nurtured wish, a fear confronted, a private triumph. You then walk into a hallway lined with living tapestries that ripple like waves. Woven into them are scenes from your dreams, you soaring over floating mountains, meeting alternate versions of yourself, hearing ancestral voices whisper. Each metallic thread pulses with emotions you've skirted around, regret for paths not chosen, excitement for victories yet to come, unrequited love, newly awakened compassion. Touching a tapestry, you feel urged to recall details that slipped away upon waking. A fragment of dialogue, the color of a gaze, the sensation of drifting above streams of light. Further still, you find a circular chamber with an open ceiling revealing a starry sky, woven by clouds of condensed thought. The constellations form personal symbols, combining letters from your name with patterns drawn from recurring dreams. Gazing at this internal cosmos is like reading a map of hidden intentions within your mind. Each star glows according to the intensity of your deepest feelings, and the clouds' movements mirror the flow of your reflections and aspirations. Finally, your steps lead you to a calm, mirror-like pool that reflects your face with renewed serenity. Looking into it, you feel those fantastical visions gently release you, and you reconnect softly with your physical self. The clear water holds images of statues, tapestries, and constellations, merging them into a single vision, an integrated being forged from the fragments of every dream experience. In that moment, you understand sleep not only restores muscles and neurons, but reconstructs the self on levels your waking mind can't reach, allowing you to awaken more whole and aware of the vast universe within. As you step away from the water's edge, the boundary between dream world and reality grows thin. Every symbol, scene, and emotion you encountered in sleep now lives within the synapses of your waking brain. You carry with you a mosaic of insights that can guide decisions, spark creativity, and reveal hidden truths in your daily life. Remember René Descartes' advice to divide every difficulty into as many parts as is feasible and necessary to resolve it better. Each piece of your dream acts like part of a larger puzzle, and by integrating them, you build a fuller understanding of your own consciousness. Reflect on what your nocturnal journey unveiled. Which symbols stood out the most? What sensations would you revisit in future nights? As your day unfolds, keep the curiosity of an inner explorer alive. Consider keeping a dream journal to capture the stories that surface. Know that exploration continues even in waking hours. When challenges arise, ask yourself which dream images might offer clues to creative solutions. Use memories of crystal halls, luminous forests, and misty bridges as symbolic maps to navigate life's dilemmas. And now we want to hear from you. What inner territories did your most recent dream reveal about who you are? Share your experiences in the comments. If you enjoyed this journey through consciousness and want to keep exploring the mysteries of sleep with us, please leave a like, subscribe, and turn on notifications so you don't miss our next video.